Good morning, Minnesota DFLers, and welcome to the DFL Daily. Richard Kralbaum here, chair of the Minnesota Democratic Farmer Labor Party. Great to be with you each and every morning, Monday through Friday at 10:45 to give you the message, the action, and the tools to be empowered. Today is Friday, August 7th. Great to be with you to end out the week. Lots going on this weekend. I'm very excited to be out and about. So first off, tonight at 5 p.m., you can head to Faribault. I'll be heading to Faribault for the SD19 Corn Feed Working Families Picnic. We're going to celebrate Martha Brown and Sam Powell and others who are running for public office down there in the legislature. So such a critical space. Democrats used to hold these seats. We can hold them again. We just have to put in the work, and I'm excited to get down there for the second time in 1 week to be in Faribault and supporting those campaigns. And then tomorrow, Saturday, it's a big day to be out and about. At 9 a.m., you can meet the DFL at the Reamer Harvest Days up in Reamer. At 10 a.m., you can join us at the Newport Pioneer Day celebration at Pioneer Park. At noon, you can, if you want, you can be seen and heard. Join the Owatonna Bridge Street Rally. And then on Sunday at 2 p.m., join CD2 and the Dakota County Fair in Farmington. There's a lot happening this weekend related to the Get Out the Vote effort for the primary election on Tuesday. If you've not voted yet, please go vote. Vote for Peggy Flanagan for U.S. Senate, Matt Little for Congress if you're in CD2, Trina Swanson in CD8, and Ilhan Omar in CD5. We got to get our people into the general election, and that is our job between now and August 11th. When I was a young organizer, I always saw this GOTV, and I pronounced it Go TV, and I wondered, are people going to make me be on TV now? You got to get out there and get out the vote. GOTV means get out the vote, and you can help us. We're going to drop a link in the chat, and I can't be emphatic enough. It's so important for us to go knock doors and be out there. We have door knocks in the following areas. There's lots of them on the website. I'll be launching door knocks on Saturday and Sunday all over the Twin Cities metro area. I encourage you, please get out there and door knock. We got Bloomington and Edina, the South Metro, Mendota Heights, South Minneapolis, SD 63. That's specifically in the Longfellow and Nokomis neighborhoods, St. Paul, Minnetonka, Shakopee, Plymouth, Chaska, Woodbury, Blaine, Llano Lakes, White Bear Lake, Shoreview, Little Canada, Maplewood, Champlin, Coon Rapids, Stillwater, Mankato, Rochester, St. Cloud, Winona, Cloquet, Duluth, Harmontown, Moorhead, and so many more places. Detroit Lakes, there's going to be everywhere. We'll drop a link in the chat right now for you. You can go out and door knock someplace this weekend to help us turn out that vote. All these and more can be found at dfl.org/events, so get out and bring someone new. All right. Today, we're going to bring a focus to a Minnesota outdoor tradition that is kicking off today. It's called Game Fair. So let's get right into it. This weekend, thousands of Minnesotans will head to Ramsey, Minnesota, just up Highway 10 between here and St. Cloud for Game Fair. 80 acres of woods and water, the nation's largest hands-on celebration of hunting, fishing, and outdoor sporting life. Game Fair isn't a trade show behind glass. If you've never been, it's hands-on. You can cast a line into one of the ponds, watch a retriever and a dog run demonstrations. Literally, these dogs sprint down the dock and they throw a duck into the water, and they measure how far the dogs can jump into the water after that duck. It's really something else. It's very fun. You can try archery and clay target ranges. You can walk through camping and boat displays and sit in on seminars from wildlife biologists and conservation groups. Kids get their own dedicated activities, from fishing clinics to BB gun ranges. So it's as much of a family event as a sportsman's one. The DFL booth will be doubled in size this year. We'll be selling merch. I'm going to show you some of the merch we've actually created for this year. This is our bandana. It says DFL. It's got a deer. It's got ducks and dogs. It's actually our Game Fair merch that we're going to be selling this year at Game Fair. So we're really encouraging folks to lean in and kind of discover this really important aspect of Minnesota life. It runs today through Sunday, and again the following weekend, giving even more Minnesotans a chance to make the trip. It's the kind of event that reminds you of why so many of us love living here, whether it's opening weekend of the fishing season, a morning in a deer stand, or just a walk around the lake with your dog. The outdoors is part of who we are as Minnesotans. So today we're talking about that love of the outdoors and how DFLers are working to make sure it's there for the next generation too. DFLers are protecting sport and preserving public lands in greater Minnesota. Minnesota has one of the strongest traditions of public lands access in the country, and it didn't happen by accident. Back in 2008, Minnesotans voted overwhelmingly to pass the Legacy Amendment, dedicating a share of the sales tax specifically to restoring and protecting our wetlands, prairies, forests, and habitat for fish, game, and wildlife. Since 2010, that fund alone has put more than $741 million into projects that protect and enhance the places we hunt, fish, and hike. And by law, land bought with those dollars has to stay open to the public for hunting and fishing and recreational use. That work continued this year. Just this spring, Democrats helped pass a $191 million legacy investment for wildlife habitat, wetland restoration, and watershed protection projects all across the state, from prairies in the southwest to trout streams up north and down in the southeast. Events like Game Fair depend on exactly this kind of infrastructure: stocked waters, healthy game populations, and public land that stays public. None of that happens without sustained investment year after year, regardless of who's in the exhibit hall or who's holding a fishing rod. This is about Minnesota values. Whether you live in greater Minnesota, the suburbs, or the metro, every Minnesotan deserves access to clean water, healthy wildlife habitat, and outdoor spaces that future generations can enjoy. We have what we do because of a decades-long commitment, renewed every year, to keep Minnesota's lakes, forests, and public land open and thriving for hunters, anglers, hikers, and recreational enthusiasts, everyday people who just want to get outside and enjoy nature. And it's worth celebrating. Places like Game Fair exist because of generations of Minnesotans. A great many DFLers among them made the choice to invest in our outdoor heritage instead of taking it for granted. So here's your action today on this Friday. Get outside this weekend. Get some fresh air. Bring someone with you. Maybe you go up to Ramsey and enjoy Game Fair. I will be there tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow morning from around 9 a.m. until about 11:30. And Amy Klobuchar will be there for a candidate forum at 11 a.m. I hope you join us. We need people in the crowd cheering Amy on to make sure folks at Game Fair know Democrats are showing up. We're enthusiastic about protecting outdoor wildlife spaces, and they can count on us to do just that. Bring someone with you. Go do a door knock. Talk about why protecting all this stuff matters, and then get out and knock some more doors in your community to turn out the vote for the August 11th primary. Every one of these conversations is how we build the coalition we need to win in November. One conversation at a time builds trust, and that trust over time allows voters to walk across a bridge of trust and vote for Democrats by November 3rd of this year. And one last thing, please say hi if you're at Game Fair this weekend. Stop by our booth, and we'll be selling, as I showed you earlier, these awesome brand new scarves. We totally want you to pick one of these up. You can wear it. You can put it on your dog. It says DFL, has nature and a giant buck. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boy, that's a 12-point buck. That's a big buck. Anyway, great to be with you today on this Friday. Thank you, everybody, for helping us build this massive coalition to deliver the largest defeat of a sitting president in the history of Minnesota midterms on November 3rd of this year. That's just 88 days from now. Let's go win this thing. Thanks, everybody.